perhaps, if there is naught else to be done.
Hollow Pursuits. Cerigg is eyeing you inquisitively. What do you want, Cerigg? Let me guess. You're standing in front of Cerigg, bounty hunter non-parallel, because you have a mind to aid me in felling the dread Phronesis. Phronesis. Do I have the right of it, or do I have the right of it? Phron, what's this? If I didn't know you better, I could have sworn you just suggested that you're unfamiliar with Phronesis. But that couldn't be. No sinner worth her salt could be so ignorant. I appreciate it. Allow me to elaborate. Phronesis isn't just your run-of-the-mill stray sin-eater. He's one of the nastiest the realm has seen, formed from the remains of one of those God's damned wards of light. There were 4 of them, all told. Crawled up from the bowels of the deepest hell after being buried for nigh on a century. If the tales are true, people have come to call them the Cardinal Virtues. Before he was transformed into a sin-eater, Phronesis was none other than Archmagus Neilbert. Those baleful magics were feared the realm over. Though it's only been a few short years since he since he first showed up in Amarang, he's already preyed on far too many innocents with his foul sorcery. Not keen on setting their tried roots disrupted, the local merchants have placed a healthy bounty on his head. Of course, I'd like nothing more than to fell this fiend single-handed and claim the entire bounty for myself. Fortunately, circumstances have dictated that I've recruited a companion. That's where you come in. Provided that you can prove to me that you possess the rather specialized set of skills that I require, I promise I'll make it worth your while. Not a bad offer, wouldn't you say? If you fancy yourself up to the task, come find me in Amarang. I mean to set off for there shortly. Aren't you a freaking prideful one? Ah, we got this music going. So you came. It's good to see someone who isn't all talk. As fortune would have it, another sin-eater, a far less imposing specimen than Phronesis, of course, has been sighted just to the west of here. Prove to me that you have the skill to back up your words, and we'll talk further. What else you got to say? The sin-eater isn't far from here. I can feel it. Track it down and let's see what you're capable of. Alright, destination. Here I am. You're gonna get to see me at my most powerful. You give me bad flashback to die, you! Frickin' good show, friend. I wasn't sure what to expect from you, but seeing you in battle has left me with a little doubt. Seems I've found myself a formidable ally. You sure have, bud. And so, I'll extend the offer in earnest. Help me hunt down Phronesis, and we'll split the bounty down the middle. Well, what do you say? That's the spirit. Now, there's more you should know before we proceed. Come with me to Mortsuk, my base of operations, and I'll fill you in on the details. Oh boy. Hey, Cerigg. Welcome to Mortsuk, friend. As you can see, it's a bustling trade post frequented by merchants from across the realm. At least it was before Phronesis showed up and started preying on unwitting travelers. Hence the bounty, you see. The lucrative reward has attracted the attention of one capable bounty hunter after the next. Capable bounty hunter after the next. Yet, the fiend still roams free. You can probably imagine why. Those few who have seen Phronesis and returned to tell the tale speak of the great horrors they've witnessed. Cavernous black holes materializing out of thin air, swallowing everything around them into the abyss. Oh my gosh, he's still there in the form? People have taken to calling them the Hollows. Rumor has it that one barely has time to lay eyes on Phronesis before he summons forth the Hollows, which proceed to consume everything in sight. And I do mean everything. Just the other day, an entire caravan was devoured by the Hollows, leaving only nothingness behind. Mages have postulated that these holes are literally tears in the fabric of our reality, gateways to other worlds, to put it another way. At any rate, suffice to say that the next man to come back from the void will be the first. Wait, are you trying to save people by sending them away from this, from what you would presume to be a dead world and dying world, by throwing them to somewhere else? And yet there's something odd about it all. Witness to say that Phronesis doesn't seem to go out of his way to prey on people or settlements. He simply shambles across the wastes, summoning hollows one after the next, and the destruction follows as a matter of course. Needless to say, drawing near to the fiend is tantamount to suicide. Even attacks from afar have been all but futile, as Phronesis simply summons the hollows to consume every incoming arrow. With every conceivable means of attack foiled, even the most savvy bounty hunters have all but thrown up their hands, even though the bounty now stands at some 9 or 10-fold the original amount. I'm of a different mind, however. The way I see it, if there were a way to neutralize the hollows, we'd more than stand a chance against Phronesis himself. This is why I require your services. Your easy triumph over the Sin Eater spoke clear. You're a mage of no common skill. If anyone has the arcane knowledge and aptitude to help me figure out a way to defend against the hollows, it's you. Ah, I see. So this isn't just range, it's like all magic casting. Don't worry. I fully intend to shoulder my fair share of the burden. And so, I plan to gather all the information we need before asking you to put yourself in harm's way. And with that, I'd best get to work. Once I've formulated a proper plan of attack, we'll talk again. Until then, I suggest you continue to hone your casting skills. The battle that awaits us, it will not be an easy one. Goodbye, experience. Ah, you're wasted. Experience is wasted. Ah, that hurts. Cerigg has made a breakthrough of sorts. Ah, there you are. Your timing couldn't be better. As luck would have it, a little bird told me that Phronesis was sighted in the vicinity not long ago. Don't you worry, I have no intention of rushing in like a fool. My plan is to shadow the Sin Eater from afar, that we might observe the hollows with our own eyes and formulate a suitable plan of attack. To that end, I procured this mannequin here from a merchant acquaintance of mine at the Crystarium. By sending it on Phronesis' trail, I mean to gauge just how wide of a berth we must keep from the fiend so as not to be sucked up into the void. Shed no tears for the little fellow, friend. His sacrifice will be the key to our success. And yet, as you can see, he's not quite in the best state of repair. Pray, lend me a hand in procuring what we need to get him back on his feet. You're a lifesaver, friend. I just spotted nasty-looking sandskin Sibyli lurking about to the east of here. And I do believe one of their tendons should serve well to put some spring back in this little fellow's step. Snag one for me, and we'll see to the repairs. Blah, I wish I could just frickin' talk normally. Jesus. Okay, I'm here, and I have a thing chasing me. Hurry. Go, 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 go. Okay, now I gotta fight two of you. Never mind, never mind. One of you is running off. Yeah, screw off. Do this. I'm probably gonna need to go back to base, so I'm just gonna backflip. And we're gonna make our way back. Hey, Cerigg. Any luck finding that tendon? For my part, I've acquired something that should serve as a makeshift gear. Cost me an arm and a leg, but hey, if it helps us claim the bounty in the end, it'll be more than worth it. Sinewy stretchy tendon with sandskin Sibelius. Perfect. Yes, I reckon this durable and elastic enough. I reckon this is durable and elastic enough to replace the mannequin's snapped drive belt. I'll fetch my toolbox and get started straight away. In the meantime, why don't you scout us out some suitable lookout points? Phronesis was last sighted just southeast of town. Try to find us a spot on higher ground, out of sight from the main thoroughfare. Anything else? I'm still working on it, but mark my words, our mannequin will be up and walking in no time. See if you can't find us a good vantage point from which to observe our quarry. Okay, I'll go and do that. I'm gonna go to twitch.tv and we'll see what we can do from there. Alright, so we're just gonna be waiting here. Just chilling. I like that music. Why'd you stop it? Oh, hey, that's so cool. Oh there, friend. As you can see, our clockwork friend is back on tip-top shape. And since it appears you found us the perfect lookout spot, why don't we get down to work? I'll kindle us a fire. We might be here for a while. Do we need a fire? I don't think we need it. It's still kind of like freaking beaming down on us. Well, I'll be. There's the bastard. Found him. Look closely now, and hold your gaze. You must witness the sheer horror with your own 2 eyes. Okay, just threw a bomb. No, we mustn't send out the mannequin too soon. If Ronisa sees it, he may very well blast it to bits before it has a chance to investigate the hollows. He just opens them up and leaves. And there he goes. Send the mannequin in to trail him. Let's sit back and enjoy the show. Just like that. Just as I expected. Gone without a trace. Shed no tears for our little friend. Through his sacrifice, we now know just how much distance we must keep from the hollows to avoid being sucked into the void. Now it's our turn. Let's edge a bit closer and see what we can observe. Mind you, take care not to wander too close, lest you fancy a vacation to a dark, shadowy abyss. This is dangerous. It's as if a shadowy whirlwind rages inside, ready to suck anything and everything into the void. I've seen many a horrific sight in my day, but this sends a shiver up the spine. Oh my gosh! It's so dark in here! Why that pale face, friend? You look as if you've seen a ghost. I heard a boy in there. A voice, you say? From inside the hollow? But that's impossible.
Is anyone out there? Please help me. Help me get out of here.
Over here!
Is that a voice? Is someone out there? If you can hear me, please. You must help me.
I double-clicked. This voice. What in God's name is it saying? He needs help. He wants out. I skipped some freaking text. The voice of a boy, you say? Perhaps he's lost inside with no ether current to follow? It's like he's adrift of the flow. Not unlike what would happen if an etherite to which one was teleporting was destroyed in mid-journey. Wait a minute. If there was some way you could channel your ether into the void, might that not allow your etheric form to serve as a beacon of sorts to guide the child back to us? Of course, not that I know how we'd go about that. I know how we can go about that. You reckon you could do just that? Won't even think of asking how. Do your damnedest. Alright, damnedest being done. And risk having my soul sucked out into it. Wicked white! You are no ordinary sinner, but even still you find ways to surprise me. Can you come to where I am? Okay. Are you alright? You kinda just... Golly. Where am I? Well, I'll be damned. There was a child inside. Our little expedition has left us with more questions than answers, eh? For now, this boy needs our care. Let's carry him back to Mort Suk and find him a warm bed and some nourishment. Hey, Cerigg. Boy's resting now. He's weak, but not wounded. This as far as I can tell. Needless to say, his presence raises questions. Are there others trapped on the other side of the hollows? If so, might they also be returned to our world alive? I think so. There's much we must ask him when he awakes. On another subject, this might be an odd question, but have you ever looked after a child before? As a matter of fact, there's one kid named Alpha now. Don't say. In that case, he's all yours. I'm Justin, friend. I can't very well tie you down here forever. Worry not, I'll manage somehow. I suppose the first order of the day should be to get some food in his belly. He does look terribly pale, after all. He thinks I'll go hunting for some meat. No. Perhaps I should take him to a physician first? After all, he may be suffering from some ailment inscrutable to the eye. Maybe I should... Damn it all. I knew I wasn't cut out for this. No, you are not, my good friend. Alrighty. It's been a while, Cerigg. How have you been? Been keeping an eye on the kid? That could have had some context to it, but whoever's watching knows. Anyway, hey Cerigg. I forgot what voice I gave you before, so you're getting a new one. Cerigg wears a flustered expression on his face. There you are. I'll be happy to know that the boy is awake, and seems to be no worse for the wear. Physically speaking, at least. There's just one rub, you see. He has no recollection of where he came from, or just how he managed to get swallowed up and into the void. Well, why would I be surprised? In fact, other than his own name, Tainer, he can't remember much of anything at all. Seems a good lad, mind you. It's my half-arsed cooking with a smile and nary a word of complaint. But I reckon he's hurting inside, and badly. Must reunite him with his parents with all due speed. Right. I suggested that he go for a stroll around Mort Suk in the hopes that the sights might help to jog his memories. Can't have wandered far. Why don't you go check up on him? It's a good idea. Alright, you're still over here. Cerigg? I realize this is something of a detour, but we simply can't leave a poor amnesic orphan to fend for himself now, can we? Let's find the boy a safe home as soon as we can. It's fair enough. Pulled you out from the friggin' hell, essentially. How have you been? Do not tell me. You were the one who rescued me from the flow, yes? I feel from you the same warmth that reached out to me when I was adrift in the ether. Yep, it was me. I'll be damned. Boy's a sharp one. And that's not the least of it. The carer who examined him said they could feel great power welling up from within him. Despite his young age, Tainer here seems to possess a remarkable command of the magical arts. Really? Perhaps I do, and yet I cannot say. Try as I might, I can't recall nothing of who I am or where I came from. Only the darkness. No need for apologies, boy. You did well just to make it back to us. Speaking of which, can you remember anything at all of what you felt when you were adrift in the void? That I remember, or at least I think I do. I recall a vague sensation of someone passing alongside me. Indeed, I believe this is what roused me from my slumber. Hollows truly are a gate between worlds. It would mean that someone recently traveled from ours to another. From another to ours. That's not possible. Or is it? Ooh. You'd be surprised. But that is interesting, though. Ooh, that guy has a rather powerful power. You know something I don't, friend. Worry not, I won't pry for details. Yeah, well, no sense racking our brains over matters beyond our comprehension. Let's concentrate on what we can do. Namely, finding the boy here a home. A home. No doubt his memories will come back to him in due time. Right. You truly do that? For me? The two of you have already saved my life. I couldn't possibly burden you any further. It's no burden at all. Besides, if we can figure out just who you are, and where you came from, it just might lead us down to the answers we seek. Now, let's consider the options. One possibility is that you're an orphan, all alone in this world, and not a soul to care for or look after you. And yet, this seems unlikely. Yes, the mystical powers you possess say otherwise. If you are truly as skilled in magic as they say, then it stands to reason that someone trained you in the art. Who this master of yours is, and whether you are of their blood or simply received their tutelage, this I cannot say. But either way, I'm certain they're worried sick about you. Ooh, yeah, fair point. If that truly is so, I would very much like to meet this person too. We'll get you there, little buddy. That settles it then. Let's get down to business. I took the liberty of inquiring around Mordsuk and the Crystarium. Unfortunately, there have been no reports of missing persons matching Tainer's description. Which means that we have no choice but to take our search elsewhere. I know a merchant in town whose travels often take him far afield. Let's have a talk with him and see if he's heard any helpful rumors. Everyone's just doing their nod in a sequence. Like Simon says. Alrighty. Hey, Cerigg. Let's talk to Tainer first. The two of you are far too kind. I can't thank you enough. No problems, little man. Impressive how Tainer's managed to keep himself together, eh? Always mature beyond his years, no doubt. Maybe you're a podgel? Or something along those lines? Savvy merchant? Rumors of a missing boy, you say? Why did you ask? It's a long shot, I reckon, but I overheard something the other day that might be of use. Oh, you got something? On my way to Mordsuk, I stopped over at the inn at Journey's Head. There, I met an ailing mage. As Kara's told it, he'd been ambushed by a sin eater and was separated from his child in the battle. Bloody hells. Could it be? If the sin eater that attacked the poor man was Phronesis, that would explain everything. This man you speak of, he could be my father? Must go to him at once! Agreed. I only hope that the man is... No, there is no point in presuming the worst. Let us make for the inn and see what the cure there can tell us. I hope it works alright, because that's kind of scarring if it is what you were about to assume. The man was in rough shape, I fear. For the child's sake, I hope he's doing better than when I last saw him. I hope so as well. Well, let's go visit them. It's been a while since we've been here. Hey, I'm here to ask some questions. How you been, by the way? Hope everyone's been doing well? Oh there! I hear there's a mage in your care who's lost his boy. Well, I do believe we have him right here. I fear there must be some mistake. The boy in question has already been found. This is him. Right here. Oh. Huh. What? So it wasn't my father after all? The boy with you, he too was separated? Has been separated from his family? Just so. Word that a man here was looking for his son, and we just hope... Alas, it seems it wasn't meant to be. But there are many people here, yes? Would I ask around and see if any of the others are my family? But of course, many of the people here are quite ill, and in many cases in considerable pain. It's not a place for a young child to walk around unattended. Indeed it's not, because that means either myself or Lucia here should accompany him. I'll go with him. The walk might help me take my mind off things. Not a bad idea. If the lad doesn't mind, I reckon Tainer would rather be with someone of his own age. I take it the father didn't make it, if he's feeling down. Or at least struggling. Take his mind off things. Speaking of which, how is the boy's father holding up? I fear the poor man has already departed on his journey. He is a man no longer. Oh. Oh. The child insisted upon staying by his father's side until the last. I permitted this out of respect for him, though part of me regrets the choice. One so young should suffer such horrors. This is a sad business. It was so small solace to learn that he has living relatives who reside at the Crystarium. In fact, I was just making preparations to escort him there myself. I see. Reckon we should also find someone to look after Tanner as well. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, friend. I haven't given up on the prospect of finding the boy's family. But we have no other leads, and a deadly sin eater still on the loose. If the lad tags along with us every step of the way, he's far more likely to end up dead or worse than to ever reunite with his family. Here's what I propose. We find someone to watch over after Tanner for the time being. Get back on the hunt, and gather whatever clues we can about his origins along the way. Alright. We must see that he's safe. Aye, that goes without saying. Let us have a talk with the proprietor of the Wandering Stairs. He's a kindly enough chap, and knows damn near everyone in these parts. Any luck, he'll be able to direct us to a willing and able guardian. Well, sounds like a plan. Look, I don't like this any more than you do, but it's the best we can do for the boy given our circumstances. At any rate, let's find him and share the news. Don't worry, it's my decision, and I intend to take responsibility for it. Kara? Forgive me, my friends. I wish there was more we could do for the child, but our resources are already stretched terribly thin. I wish you luck in finding his family. Thanks. And good luck with everything in the future. Hey, how you doing? I'm sorry. It's all my fault. What happened? Bad news, friend. Seems the two young ones got into a quarrel of sorts, and Tanner's up and run away. Seems the lad mentioned how he'd come out from one of the hollows. The other boy put two and two together and figured he'd been attacked by a sin eater. Then I said, my dad was attacked by a sin eater, and then he turned into one himself. So I asked, what if you turn into a sin eater too? Tanner's face went all white. He kept saying, what do you mean? What do you mean? Over and over and over and over again. I couldn't take it anymore. Before I knew it, I was shouting at him, shut up, just shut up, and I bet you're turning into a sin eater already. Why did I just say such a mean and nasty thing? Don't be so hard on yourself, lad. Both of you have had a rough go of it these past few days. Nobody could blame either one of you for feeling a bit on edge. But we must hurry and find Tanner before he comes to harm. Split up. I'll search to the west, and you take up to the west. And you take to the east. Be careful out there. Thanks, you too. Hey, it's alright. Bring Tanner back, won't you? I just want to tell him I'm sorry. Well, I'll try. I'll freaking try to bring him back. Well, no, I will bring him back. I will. For not having another test. We're not having another Hallrick moment. Speaking of which, where is that little brat? Dang it. Alright, so it's directly over there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's no good. Tanner! Chugga buddy, get out of here! Freeze! And then we cast a blizzard. No, we do this first. Just thunder all of them. Fire 4. I forgot how to play Fire Mage. I mean Black Mage. Sorry. Wow, terminology. Fire 4. Alright. Oh, great. I'm back to announcing Fire 4 again. Dang it. Alright, and this should do it. Scathe at the end. There we go. Just for good measure. Hey, Tanner. How you doing? That was a close one. You almost got. Don't worry, I'm here. You alright? When I heard the clamor of battle, I feared the worst. But I see that you have everything under control. Are you okay, lad? I'm pretty... Yeah, I believe none of them left a mark on him. Forgive me, I don't deserve this kindness. No, stop thinking that way. was just so scared. I was worried about what would become of me if I had never recovered my memories. Then I started thinking, what if I ended up like that boy's father? What if it's already happening to me? That's not how it works. It's alright. That's one matter you needn't worry yourself with. The carer who examined you told me as much. You suffered no direct wounds. You're in no more danger of turning into a Sin Eater than Lucia or me. About that. Is that so? It's good to hear. But I must apologize to that boy. Should have known better than to badger him about such things. Especially after what happened to his father. Yeah. Funny thing that, he was saying the same thing about you. Both have good hearts, lad. You've been through more than any man should. There's no need to be ashamed about your feelings. There's still so much I do not understand about this world. Why does no one here know of me? Am I doomed to be alone for the rest of my days? Why? Why must it be this way? If only I could remember something, anything! I'm sick of not knowing who I am, and I'm sick of being alone! Uh-oh, okay, give me a second, I'm getting a call. Oh. So you're around here. What? Now it's your turn, Tainer. And do not be disheartened by your last attempt. Even the greatest of mages have known failure. I don't like you. You give off a bad vibe. Your command of magic is the equal of my own. If I can succeed, there's no reason you cannot. Free your mind of worry and focus. Thank you, Nielbert. I shall try my best. Oh, that's a Nielbert? Huh? Oh, shoot. Wait! What happened to this kid, then? He was frozen in time, then. I keep saying then. Wicked White, are you alright, Lucia? I might know what the predicament is. He's from the past. But he was also frozen in the future. Well, frozen in time. I remember now. While standing here on these blighted plains, my head hung low in shame. And the Albert turned to me with a smile and heartening words. Albert, why does the name sound so familiar? I reckon we've much to discuss, but not in this godforsaken place. Let's head back to the inn and see if we can get to the bottom of this. Right. I know who Albert is, though. So he was locked in a dimension. I take it they were working on that portal magic in the past, and when he made an attempt, he got caught in it. They couldn't, and they never got him out. They never found a way to get him out. That is what I'm thinking. They just had no way of bringing him out. And so he was just stuck there for all eternity, essentially, until we came along. That is kind of grim to think about. Because Nielbert's a full-grown man who's also went through multitudes of, like, cataclysmic level events and toughed through them all. And Tainer is still a child. Yes, Cerigg. We have much to discuss, but first, we should let the two boys make their peace. That's fair. I do hope you'll forgive me. I'm sure you'll both forgive each other. Tainer! Are you alright? I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have said those nasty things. Forgive me for reacting as I did. I'm fine. In fact, I seem to have recovered some of my memories. Really? That's wonderful! Maybe you won't feel so scared and alone anymore. I'm leaving to go live in the Crystarium with my relatives. Promise me you'll come visit? I mean, after you get your memories back and all, of course. It's a promise. Till next time, my friend. No. I knew that you two would work things out. Now, let us return to Mortsuk. Got more than our share of questions that need answering. Yeah. Back to Mortzik we go! Hey, Tanner. I cannot help but feel how we also made a promise to that boy in my memories. Albert, was it? Interesting. As I saw it, first you fainted all of a sudden. When you came to, a portion of Tanner's memories had returned. What in the world happened out there? Well, you see, I got this thing called an echo, and it allows me to see through people's memories. The power to look into the past, eh? And you're certain that what Lucia described matches up with your recollection of the past? Interesting. I don't know how to break this to you, lad, but your friend Yelbert that was with you that day? He's no ordinary boy. He's none other than the very man who became Phronesis, one of those God's damned warriors of light. If he was just a young child in your memories, it means that what you saw took place over 100 years ago. What that it were just a coincidence? Another boy with the same name? But no, judging from the formidable command of magic, we can only assume it was him. On the way back, I managed to recall some more about Nielbert and myself. We were taken in by a group of mages, a consortium of sorts. They were searching for a means to open a hole into another world, and were recruiting young children with high magical aptitude for the task. Nielbert and myself were the two they chose. You can't be serious! And yet, that would explain the Sin Eater's ability to summon those damned hollows. And if you possess the same knowledge and training as Nielbert did, it could also explain why you were able to survive in there all that time. What I don't understand is, why haven't you aged at all? I cannot say for sure. Yet my memories, they're slowly coming back to me. In time I may be able to help you find a way to close the hollows. You'd be a lifesaver if you could, but don't overburden yourself. You're still recovering after all. In the meantime, don't worry. Lucia and I will see that you're safe. Sure. I thought Tanner was just a victim of the Sin Eater. I think he was actually friends with the man himself. Back when he was still a man. This can't be a simple coincidence. Yes, I'm convinced of it now. The child holds the key to defeating Phronesis. We must keep him safe, and not let him out of our sights. Besides, look at how hard he's trying to recover his memories. Not so heartless as to kick the poor lad aside before he's figured matters out. It's fair enough. But we can't very well rush things. You and I will continue to prepare for the battle ahead, while waiting for the rest of Tanner's memories to come back to him. That is to say, if that's all right with you, lad. I'm sorry. I couldn't possibly burden you any further. Look, lad, I've only known you for a short while, but I can tell you've a good heart, and a good head on your shoulders. I can only begin to imagine the horrors you've been through, not to mention the fears and uncertainty you face even now. But I want you to promise me this: no more apologies. You're no burden to us, not in the least. You're a valuable member of our band, and as long as you're willing, I want you with us. Isn't that right, Lucia? Yeah. I see. Thank you, Cerigg. Thank you, Lucia. I will aid your quest in whatever way I can. Now that's more like it. We're counting on you, lad. Y'all. Freaking quest complete was blasting my ears after how quiet that was. Holy heck. Anything more did you say, Tanner? You and Cerigg have shown me no end of kindness. I will do all in my power to recover my memories and return the favor in whatever way I can. Alright, sounds like a good plan. Hey, Cerigg. Cerigg has good tidings he would share with you. Good news, friend. Tanner here has told me that his memories are starting to come back to him. There's one recollection in particular he says he's eager to discuss with the two of us. Tell us, lad. What is it? As time goes by, memories of my earlier days returns to me piece by piece. Albert and I were born to members of a great consortium of mages. In our earliest years, we were tutored in the magical arts by some of the realm's greatest scholars. The consortium's leaders sought to find a way to open a hole in time and space, a portal to other worlds from which they could summon forth beasts of great power. Albert and I were chosen to participate in the research. So summoning antics. Summoning great beasts from beyond our world. You're a mage, Lucia. Is that even possible? Yes. Perish a thought. Perhaps he speaks of void sense? The void sense, do? Yeah? There's also like Ifrit and Garuda and whatnot. Void sense. Never heard of them. I'll take that answer as a yes. Mages couldn't come up with the damnedest ideas, eh? And yet I don't understand. Why ever would they use 2 young boys for such a dangerous experiment? The beast our masters sought to summon reside in the planes most distant from our own. Reaching across such a great distance requires a tremendous store of innate ethereal power. And so, our masters set about to breed the perfect mage. Marriages were arranged to wed the mightiest members of the consortium to one another, in hopes that they would bring forth children to theretofore unheard of magical aptitude. Finally, they succeeded. Wait, you're saying your brother's with... So you were born. And Neobert. Indeed. From even before we could speak, we were taught the complex incantations required to breach the boundaries between worlds. We practiced these spells day after day, night after night, for what seemed an eternity. At long last, we were deemed ready to attempt the summoning. Sadly, the experiment ended in failure. The pull from beyond the rift was too strong to resist, and I was sucked into a hollow of my own creation. There I remained trapped, alone and adrift, that empty void, till Lucia called me back to this world. Alas, over a century had passed since that fateful day. That's the one thing I still don't understand. If so many years have truly passed, why is it that you have not aged even a whit? I cannot say for certain, but I remember the words of one of my teachers. The rift is not unlike a border between countless worlds, a place that exists beyond time and space. If it is true that the rift exists outside of our concept of time, then it is all too possible that even seconds spent in the empty pocket could correspond to months, years, or decades in our world. And so you've returned to us just as you were that day, even while over a century has passed for the rest of us. But why didn't Yobert save you? Shouldn't it have been as simple as opening up another portal to the void where you were trapped? I fear that would be close to impossible. Opening the portal and reaching as far into the rift as we did required all of our energies to be focused in unison. So in losing you, not only did Neobert lose his friend, he lost his only chance at saving you. Talk about being dealt a rough hand. Yeah. Fear not, I have good news to share as well. I do believe I've managed to recall the incantations we needed to summon and manipulate the hollows. Oh, that's kind of a big thing to remember. Summoning beasts from beyond the rift is far beyond my powers, but I just might be able to seal up the hollows for Nisus so enjoys summoning. What say you, friends? Shall I give it a try? Sure. I won't know how to pull you back out if you get yourself sucked in again, but sure. Oh-ho! Now that's music to my ears. But let's not be too hasty. After all, the last time you tried to use this magic, there were some complications, to say the least. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yes, we must take the necessary precautions before confronting Phronesis in earnest. Let us meet outside the village, where Tanner can test out his magic safe from harm. Alright, well, let's see how you do this whole process of summoning things. I'm actually quite curious. Hey, Cerigg and Tanner. Looks like this is gonna be a bit of an encounter. Ever wonder what the world looked like in those days before the flood? Suppose we could ask the boy. Yeah, you could. Oh boy. I mean, yeah. Oh jeez. That didn't take long. Look at White, you did it, lad! Wow. Sadly, I have not the strength to reach further beyond, or keep the portal open for more than a few moments. No, I need further training before I can face... Uh-oh. Phronesis! Where the hell does that bastard come from? This is bad. Just... What? Uh-oh. Damn it all, I'm too close! I can feel it pulling me in! Uh-oh. Cerigg! No, Nilbert! These are my friends! You mustn't hurt them! Dang! I think he just reopened the rift in the middle of it. He didn't weaken it. I think he just replaced it. Is what it looked like to me. Which is an interesting idea. A black hole eating a black hole. Bad time. This always happens at really bad times. Oh, jeez. This isn't good. Cave-ins completely sealed off the tunnel behind us. No recourse but to press on without our companions. You heard her. What'll it be? I suppose it falls to us to slay the beast and collect the bounty. Perhaps you and your band would care to take the lead? Ha! Spare me your japes. No intention of giving up your prize. Mind you, I too made a promise to my companions. A promise I mean to keep. Bah! I took that splitting up was a bad idea. If Brandon and Renderay were here, this second-rate spellcaster would be no match for us. Now, Silva, let's not forget who our true foe is here. Lamet, you're certain that if we slay this monstrosity, the cave-ins will cease? According to the miners, the beast was first sighted on the same day the tremors began, its very presence sucking the mountain dry of its ether. We dwarves know these caves as well as we know our own bodies. Trust me. Then I suppose we'd best make short work of it before everything comes crashing down. Hey! Where do you think you're going? My apologies. I took your ceaseless prattling as an invitation to proceed on my own. Think yourself clever, do you? If I'm common confidence to think you can fell the beast without aid. Answer me this. Why is it that you are so intent on claiming the bounty for your own? The bounty. Why, indeed. At any rate, unless you've a mind to stand around here until we all get crushed, we'd best be moving on, yes? Finally, something we can agree on. And so I have a proposal. What say we band together until our battle here is won? The tremors grow stronger. No doubt a cave-in is imminent. Let us vanquish the enemy with our combined strength and quit this place before it becomes our tomb. Until the battle is won, then. After that, I go my own way. So they were enemies. They... Huh. What the frick? I thought I heard like a gunshot. Okay. Your aid is most welcome, Nilbert. Let us make short work of the beast and take our leave of this place while we can. Indeed. Fire... Ronkin fire? Oh. Huh. Intriguing. They come! Nilbert! We will draw our foe's attack! So if I do this... Okay. It's a little bit on the simple side. Jeez, that Ronkin fire freaking slams. So we're just gonna keep on blasting through these things? Jeez. It would seem we're not the only ones stuck in here, eh? I have a bad feeling about this. No, I'm just gonna keep on moving on. Putting thunder on you. Thunder on you. The leftmost one is mine! Silva, your tickets for another right. Consider it done! How about you, fiends? So this seems rather simple. Not much moving needed to be done. And the kit is mega simplified. To literally just 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's that. What's this? He's deep within? We really should have asked for a map. Well, I have, but not that it'd have been much use after all the cave-ins. That's true. Oh, hi. We have an actual dinosaur up here. Well, aren't you a big boy? Yes, he's a big boy indeed. Why don't you kind of explode the frick out of him with a bunch of fire threes. Ronkin fire threes. Can I learn how to do a Ronkin fire? It seems pretty potent. Yeah, it's pretty potent. Ow, ow. Silva, Nilbert needs your help. Understood. Jeez. Are you okay, Lemmy? Oh, shoot. That freaking hurt. Still think you could have managed it on your own, mage? Perhaps. It would have been more of a struggle than I expected. That is an interesting icon. Role-playing. Oh, it's just role-playing. Never mind. What's up? Got a Minotaur. Oh. Okay. That's him! He's the one who drinks at the mine's ether. Alright. Let's put this oversized bull out to pasture. Silva, Lemmet, Nilbert, with me! My magic are yours for now. I will take the front. The battle is on! Alright, I'm gonna stand here and just keep fire threes. It was interesting. He was disorienting. Ah, okay, so I'm going to assume I'm not supposed to be casting when he does that, because that would probably interrupt me. It's interesting to see that they were not on the greatest of terms initially. It summons others of its ilk? We should dispatch the small fry. And quickly! Leave it to me! Disorienting groan. Oh. Gah! This one looks like trouble. Maybe I shouldn't be so close. 2000 Mina swipe. I got disorienting groan. Let's move away. Okay, yeah, they just hit everyone. That kind of sucks. Well, that should do it, Silva! Oh, hey. Limit break. Falling star. I should have waited for the ads. Disorienting groan. Another earthquake? This boat's ill. Oh, I'm just being a blizzard mage. What am I doing? Uh-oh. Our foe's up to something! Stand back, my friends! My friends! To my side! I'll heal your wounds! That was a close one. Gosh, this thing's a beefy boy. Literally only one DPS in the group. And it's half a group at that. Okay, that does not interrupt. Jeez. Seems rather simple enough. It's gonna do the AoE. Ow! Take cover behind the rocks! Don't want to bear the full brunt of it. Jeez. Damn it, here he comes again. Get back! Ow. That freaking hurt. I sense unholy power. Get behind me, friends, quickly! Okay. I'm glad that didn't act like a normal limit break and just reset like half of it. 200,000 Mina swing. Gosh. Freaking clocked out. Silva! Are you alright? Damn it, we can't keep this up much longer. Strike it with all your strength! Alright, a thunder it. And falling star. Got him. Nice. We've done it! Now, to find ourselves a way out. Uh-oh. That bodes ill. Tremors continue? But why? The fiend has been vanquished, and its ether returned to the mountain. You were wrong. No, it was not the creature itself that was causing the quakes. Whoa. Is that your crystal? Ah, yes. The crystal courses with nigh inconceivable power. A vast wellspring of ether accumulated over the ages. Yes, the beast was but a hungry creature, drawn here by the stone, as was I. You had no interest in the bounty all along. The stone has been left unchecked for too long. The sheer volume of ether it houses now is so vast and overwhelming, it threatens to bring the entire mountain down. For how many years have I searched for it? This precious relic that could afford me the power needed to save my friend. You mean to take this stone from this place? But then what would happen to the mountain? If the ether is not returned to the earth, it is but a matter of time until the mine collapses. The miners, those who live at the foot of the mountain, countless lives will be lost. There's no time! What can we do? Tyner, my friend. Damn it! Damn it all! The tremors have stopped. Tyner, pray forgive me. I promise you this. As long as I walk this earth, I shall never, never give up hope. Oh. And you got the, lightning crystal from that. The stone was yours to do with as you pleased, and still you chose the fate of many over that of your friend. In return for your sacrifice, I would make you an offer. Come with us, and let us join you in your search for a means to save your comrade. The life of an adventurer isn't an easy one, but I dare say you strike me as the sort who just might enjoy it. So, what say you? We'll travel the realm together and lend our strength to whatever unfortunate souls we encounter along the way. And who knows? Before you know it, we just might stumble upon a way to rescue your Tainer. I would like that very much. Tainer, Forgive me. I may have failed you today, but mark my words, for as long as I walk this land, I will not abandon hope. I will find a way to bring you back to us. But today I find myself in the company of new companions, and for now, I must lend them my strength, just as they lent theirs to me. Oh, that was a long vision. What happened? Lucia, are you alright? I take it I missed everything? Huh. Whoops. Worry not. Phronesis is long gone. Lost a few arrows in its direction while it was distracted by Tainer's spell, and it just stole away. Anyhow, I'm just glad you're awake and on your feet again. Come now, let's hurry back to Mort's before the bastard has a change of heart and comes back for us. Right. Huh. Well, that was quite an endeavor. So he was constantly looking for a way to save him that whole time. And that was his main focus and what got them into the group. Through just the paths crossing like that. Hey, Tainer. Could it be that Neilbert came back for me? Maybe. You really gave us a scare back there, clutching your head in pain with a deadly sin eater in plain sight. Let me guess. You had another one of your visions, didn't you? That I did. That I did. So, Neilbert and the others, they were kind of at odds at first. Why take me? So that's how Neilbert and Ardbert met up. Just goes to show you that in times of crisis, even the bitterest of rivals can turn fast friends. Now let's see if I have this straight. Neilbert made it his life's mission to save Tainer here. Knowing that his own energies wouldn't suffice, he went in search of a relic that would afford him the etheric power needed to reach beyond this world. And deep in the mines that day, he found it. And in the end, he decided to sacrifice the stone and his own cause to save the lives of the countless innocents who called that mountain home. And so he take the first step down the path of a hero, a warrior of light. So that's why he came back to this place. Why he still summons the Hollows as he did so many years ago. Aye, there can be no doubting it. Even now that he's become a Sin Eater, bereft of memory, reason, and any sense of his own actions, the ghastly shell of what was once Neilbert still haunts the wastelands, searching for a way to bring back his old friend. I only knew him as a child, and the whole idea of Sin Eaters and Warriors of Light, it was also new to me. But as the pieces came together, I could not truly believe that Neilbert and this Phronesis were one and the same. But when our gazes first met, standing out there in the wastes, in an instant I knew it without question. This was my friend. A friend who had been searching for me all these years. At last, I know what I must do. I must stop Phronesis, that my dear friend may finally find peace. Together, we can do this. I would do the same too, but I feel like saying, together, we do this. Thank you, my friends. In the battle, I was able to push Phronesis Hollow away from Cerigg, if only for a short distance. With more training, I'm certain I can learn to close them up entirely. After all we've already seen from you, I have no reason to doubt you. If you're game, so are we. Finally some cause for hope, eh? But still, we must exercise caution. The last time the boy worked his magic, our foe showed up faster than you can say, Phronesis. While this might be simple coincidence, the likelihood is high that the casting of the spell itself summoned the Sin Eater to us. You best avoid casting any similar incantations until we're prepared for the final confrontation. I want you to stay close for now. Devote yourself to your studies and hone your skills to whatever degree you can in the safety of the village. In the meantime, Lucia and I will redouble our training efforts as well. Should we succeed in finding a way to counteract the Hollows, it will come down to our firepower versus our foes. We must be at full strength for the battle, lest we allow victory to slip between our fingers. Right. Gotcha. Neobert's lament. Dang. He never gave up in the end. He never did. What are you talking about they gave up? I was just talking with Cerigg when I had a thought. If Neobert's regrets truly live on inside Phronesis, would I not be able to reach him somehow? To convince him to leave us in peace? Words had barely left my mouth when he shot me a glare that pierced me like a dagger. Expect reason or mercy from a senior, and it will be the death of you, he said. Though it may have been the form of a man, its mind is that of a beast that lives only to feed on our flesh. It would seem that I was a bit too idealistic. Clearly, I still have much to learn about this world. Indeed. What else you got, Cerigg? Cerigg is concerned about the progress of Tainer's training. Concerned? Why? The look in your eyes. Yes, I can see that you have gained much strength since we met. I'd be pleased to hear that Tainer has managed to make steady progress in his training as well. The boy believes he has regained much of the knowledge and skill he possessed before getting sucked into that pocket of time and space. An admirable feat, considering that it was not long ago that he could scarcely remember his own name. And yet, there's one aspect of his training that has yet to be addressed. Put simply, the boy lacks experience in battle. To work the magic necessary to seal up the Hollows, I must maintain perfect focus and clarity of mind. If the battle with Phronesis my first, I fear my concentration would be disrupted all too easily. And so I thought I'd take the boy out into the wilds, that he might acclimate himself to the battlefield and further hone his command of magic in the process. And yet, we must keep a wide berth of Almarang. Were we to encounter Phronesis before we are fully prepared, the results could be disastrous. And so I propose that we go on an excursion of sorts. Would you be willing to accompany us? I believe there is much the boy could learn from your example. Sure. I'll come along. Excellent. Then let us make for Lakeland. The beast in the forest of the Lost Shepherd should provide a fair challenge for the lad. Swell. Hey, Tainer and Cerigg. I think I went the long way around. What's up? This outfit was a gift from Cerigg. Think it suits me? Dang! Looks pretty good. Yeah. Hey, Cerigg. Ah, there she is. Now, should we get down to... Something the matter? How do you like my new clothes, Lucia? No, not only are they stylish, well, I can just feel the powers... Not only are they stylish, well, I can just feel the power welling up from deep within me. They were a present from Cerigg. Isn't he the best? Well, that was a simple investment, nothing more. We must seize every possible advantage if we hope to triumph over our foe. But enough idle chit-chat. We have work to do. Lucia, I would ask you to begin by setting an example for the boy. Showing him precisely how you conduct yourself in battle. You can't very well just toss him into the Wolverines all on his own now, can we? So, why don't we get out there and hunt one down... So why don't you go out there and hunt one down for us? Tainer, watch carefully and let Lucia show you how it's done. Yeah, you sit back and watch. Looking all pretty. It is an honor to learn from you, Lucia. I promise I will not take my eyes off you for even a moment. Oh boy, that's reassuring to hear. If he were an aspiring archer, I'd gladly show him the ropes myself, but I fear I'm out of my league when it comes to magic. Go hunt down one of those Wolverines and show the boy how it's done. Alright. Am I gonna fight a tree? Oh jeez, that thing's big. Ah, God, I regret my decisions. Alright, nope, I do freeze. Pinocchian, there's a 4. I'm gonna do this. Do that, this. Oh, that was incorrect. I pressed the wrong buttons at the worst pattern possible. Holy heck, I suck. Don't do what I just did there, Tainer. That was a bad. That was a very big bad. So, but it's something along those lines. You just pop all your cooldowns and start mashing fire 4. Or something like that. Cerigg, nice work, friend. If you have any further advice for the boy, pray share it with him. So, what did you learn? If it's anything other than fire 4, then you're wrong. That was incredible! The sheer destructive power of your spells, the way you seamlessly weaved one incantation after the next, everything! But tell me, what would you say is the most important thing a mage should keep in mind when doing battle with a fearsome foe. Keep kiting! Surprise your foes with everything you got. And casting your spells in proper sequence is the key. That is very important. You gotta do it in your proper sequence. But of course! Thank you, Lucia. I will endeavor to put everything I have learned from you into practice. Well, here goes nothing. Don't die. Please don't just immediately, like, die or something like that. Don't. Alright. I wonder if you would have, like, a rapier if it was a red mage. If I went red mage. Oh. Why do I... Don't... Curses! Just... Stay so I can hit you already! Steady now! Don't let the enemy flush at you! Keep your focus! Focus! It's your face, God, I've seen enough of this. Are you gonna get beat up too? Oh, okay. Well then, that was a sequence. Forgive me, friend. I was beginning to fear for the boy's dignity, if not his life. So how was it, Tanner? Oh dear, that didn't go nearly as well as I hoped. Don't get so down on yourself, lad. I shouldn't have jumped in the way I did. I dare say you were starting to get the hang of it there at the end. I thought it would be simple enough task to follow Lucia's lead. When that savage creature stared me down, I was too flustered to put what I learned into practice. Indeed. It's not the strength of your magic that is the issue. You simply must learn to compose yourself. What do you think, Lucia? Are there any other words of wisdom you might offer me? Hire a tank. You simply need more practice. Believe in yourself and all will be fine. You do need more practice. Believing in yourself is also important. When it comes to wizardry, I'd assume. You do need more practice, though. More than anything else. Just practice more. Thank you. I'm sure you are right. I can't allow my foe to break my concentration like this. Anyhow, let me try once more. This time will go better. I promise you. Alright. Go get him, champ. This freaking Wolverine family is... We're just completely wiping them out. Yeah, yes. The boy will be fine. I must stay... Yes, the boy will be fine. I must stay my hand. Yeah, you did it! Nice! Yay, you did it! I did it! The battle is won! Nicely done! Good job, Tanner. Now that's how you wall up a Wolverine! Well done, lad! Proud I could be here for your first victory. Far too kind. I couldn't have done it without you and Lucia here to show me the way. You have my thanks. Yeah, no problem. But don't let up now, boy! Let's keep battling until all you've learned becomes second nature. Now, are you ready? Oh, he seems real excited. We'll make a warrior out of you yet. You're a mage. The boy fights with awareness and composure. I do believe he's earned himself a respite and some more worthy opponents next time around. Fair enough. That was rather more difficult than I expected, and yet, thanks to you and Cerigg, I feel like I can hold my own on the battlefield now. Awesome. I'd have to agree. The way you made short work of that last critter, I'd say it's time to find you a more worthy foe. Let's return to Mort Sook and plot our next course of action. Yeah, like a friggin' high-level Sin Eater thing, I guess. Considering the next one's level 80. What's up, Tanner? You got someone kind of living inside of you, I guess. I must say, that training session was most exhilarating. There's nothing quite like the feeling of vanquishing fearsome foes and gaining confidence with every thrilling victory. Yeah! You're starting to learn. Oh, hi. You're proving the perfect mentor for the boy, Lucia. Hells, I dare say old Cerigg here could learn a thing or two from you. Yeah, you could. Like how to hold a stick, I guess. You've taught him not only how to wield his spells in battle, but how to maintain his focus in the face of danger. With those fundamentals under his belt, it is just a matter of time and practice until he's ready to face Phronesis. I promise you, my friends, I will not let you down. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd best go and write down all I've learned today while it's fresh in my memory, and get out of this person's jacket. Or coat. Such passionate determination. This must be the boy he always was. Before his time beyond the rift stole from him the memories in his spirit. He fought himself to his training that he might help us fell Phronesis, bring his friend a measure of salvation. There's no telling what course the battle will take, but I suspect the boy will be forced to confront his past head-on. It will not be easy for him, and yet I believe it is a necessary step for him in order to forge himself a new future. For Tainer's sake, and for the sake of those who call Almarang home, we must triumph in this battle. Agreed. Not to mention for the sake of our coin purses, eh? At any rate, I will leave you to your training, and return to my own. The final confrontation is close at hand. We must be ready. Yep. What'd you get me? An espresso? Oh, heck! Whoa! What else you got for me, Cerigg? Cerigg worries for Tainer, who has been acting strangely off. You gave me money? Shoot! Well, look who's back! And looking more imposing than ever, I might add. We're pleased to know that Tainer's command of his magics has advanced by leaps and bounds since you left. Since he's finally convinced he can hold his own against Phronesis. Truth be told, I worry about the boy. As devoted as he is to his training, I can't help but notice a sad, uneasy look in his eyes from time to time. He insists it's nothing, of course, but I remain unconvinced. As a fellow mage, perhaps you could succeed in reaching out to him where I failed. He should be around here somewhere. Go and find him. See if you can't offer him a few words of support, won't you? Sure thing. Tainer probably reckons that a muscle-headed bounty hunter like me wouldn't understand the worries of mages. But hell, he's probably right. Would you be so kind as to go and talk to the boy for me? Should be around here somewhere. Sure thing. Hey, Tainer. What's on your mind? Oh, hello then, Lucia. Is there something I can do for you? Cerigg was worried about me, you say? That is kind of him. I assure you, I'm completely fine. I owe so much to the both of you. Brought me back from beyond the rift, took me under your wing, trained me and comforted me to the point that my memories and my magic have both returned. I'm finally ready to face my old friend in battle. And it is all because of you. And yet, there is a fear growing inside me. A fear that threatens to consume me. In my studies, I have learned much about the Sin Eaters. I learned how those who fall to the most powerful Sin Eaters, like Phronesis, become Sin Eaters themselves, doomed to live out their days as mindless, unholy abominations. If I were to lose my focus in battle, and you or Cerigg suffered the same fate as Leobert, the only three friends I have known in this world, if I lost you all, how could I ever live with myself again? This thought, it shakes me to my very core. If you falter, we will be there for you. Don't worry, man. You're right. I mustn't forget that I have two strong friends by my side to help me shoulder the burden. Thank you, friend. The task is a daunting one, but I will trust in myself, and in the strong and gentle friends who stand by my side. Good to hear. Nothing would make me happier than to help Neobert find peace, but that is not the only reason I fight this battle. I must repay you and Cerigg for all you have given me. Not only did the two of you bring me back to this world, you have instilled me with a newfound sense of purpose. And yet, the battle is done. You will leave this place. You will embark on new adventures, with new companions. Worry not, I will not hold you back or stand in your way. That is another reason I must fight this battle. I must prove to you, to all three of my friends, that I am strong enough to get by on my own. Be strong, Tanner. You can do this. Sorry. Perhaps I got a little carried away there. In any event, we should go tell Cerigg that I'm ready. I see. It is going to be quite a tough task for you. Fighting your friend to the death like that. What say you, Tanner? Ask Cerigg what he intends to do after the battle is over. He just scowled and told me to focus on the task at hand. Do you think he's feeling sad about us splitting up too? Don't tell him a set of this, of course. He might be. You're finally back, I see. I'm starting to get worried. Trust this means you're ready to do battle with Phronesis? I am! Let us put an end to the... No, I am! Let us put an end to this nightmare and set Nielber and the people of this land free. That's the spirit. Alright. The plan is to lure Phronesis to us by the same method as last time. We'll venture to the central hills of Amber. We'll venture to the central hills of Amber, a safe distance away from the city, and Tanner will summon forth a hollow. It should only be a matter of time before our quarry arrives. I believe our chances are best if we can lure Phronesis to a wide open space, where we will have complete freedom to maneuver. The hills of Amber should suffice. If you're ready, let us away at once. Alrighty. A tearful reunion. Oh, that sounds like it's gonna be a thing and a half. Hey, Cerigg and Tanner. It's roughly about time, isn't it? I couldn't be more proud of how much Tanner has grown since we first met him. Why? He's like the son I never... Enough chit-chat, eh? We have a battle to fight. That we do. What do you freaking mean I do not fulfill the level requirements with the specified duty? Fine! If you want me to let you level 80, I got Red Mage. I'm ready. Let us begin. You were saying? Let us begin. Alright, let's go. Alright. Over here! It's him! So he is very much indeed drawn to these things. Yes, I knew you would come. Well, I guess we won't be needing this anymore. You do that so easily. That is really close. Okay, I thought it was closer than that. Dang. Just freaking denied. Give it up, Neobert! My spells are more than a match up for your own. These are my friends, and I will not let you take them. Do you hear me, Neobert? Your long nightmare, and ours, shall end this day. Oh, I'm ready. Let's have at thee. Alright, here we go. Leave the hollow to me and concentrate your attacks on our foe. You heard the boy. It's time to show this bastard what we've got. Be wary, friends. He means to summon a hollow. Keep a wide berth, friend, lest you get drawn into the void. Alright. I will seal the hollows. Okay, let's keep a distance from those. Okay, Sanctified Blizzard, interesting. Right. Tanner's doing a good job over there. Let's spend one of these on a heal. I've done it! The hollow is sealed! Good work, boy! Now stand back up and save your strength! I've got more tricks up his sleeve, no doubt. Now, watch out! Tainer, no! Oh, okay, that you're actually doing pretty alright. Whoa, okay. Look out, here comes another one! Leave it to me, friends. Watch out! Hurry to Cerigg's side, or you'll bear the full brunt of his magic! I'm sure I could take it. Yeah, that was quite literally nothing. The bastard's trying to take us down in one fell swoop! Move away from me, quickly! Holy heck. That was pain. Alright. Sanctified Fire 3. I've done it! The hollow is... Damn it, are you alright, boy? Yeah, he's getting a little exhausted as time goes on. Better hurry this up quick. Alright, let's get in. Sanctified Flare. Lots of damage and pain dealt to us. Anyone else? Anyone need healing? I can provide. Just spreading out those again. Forgive me, my friends. My strength is waning. Looks like we're on our own until Tainer's strength returns. Stay clear of the hollows. Alright, no problem. Good gosh, but would you look at that one? This one! Thought we could use the hollows to our advantage. Ah. Okay. Ow. Suck it. Take it. Okay. Tainer, you doing alright? Move, Cerigg. Actually, Cerigg, you're actually just kind of sitting really, anxiously close to one of those things. Could you move? You're kind of bothering me with you being there. Oh, the bastard's still going! Tainer, how do you fare? I am fine. Leave the hollow to me. It's the most intense fight of his life. What is torn will become whole. Sanctified Blizzard. If even the empty shell of a body can work these magics, I shudder to think of the powers Nilbert commanded when he still lived. That's true, that's a good point. Jeez, it could have been a really strong... Specifically like a teleportation mage. No. He was very much probably a void mage if he could like make rifts like that. Let's go in. Sanctified Blizzard. And I'm just staying right here. Ah, shoot. Nope. I thought that was the cast. Right. There's Blizzard 3 and Blizzard 2. I liked it better when they were like Blizzard, 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 or something like that. That would have been easier to read instead of like 2, 3, 4, but I guess I've read the lore about that. I'm sorry, my friends. I can summon no more strength. Boy's giving us all he can. Falls to us to end the fight. You've done good, Tainer. Leave it to us. Uh-oh. Be wary. Be careful. Be careful. Cerigg, you're not looking too hot over there. Seeing your strength wanes. We mustn't let up the attack. Cerigg? Okay, I failed this task. Yes, my friend. Soon, you will find peace. Again? Does he mean to cut off our escape route? Possibly. I don't know if these things just kind of linger even after he's not here. I'll take the final shot! With fire. Verifire. And just like that. And there's the damaged crystal. And there he is. Forgive me, Taina. Far and wide did I travel with my companions, all the while searching for a way, any way at all, to bring you back to this world. And yet, in the end, it was all in vain. Though I treasured the adventures I had with Ardbert and the others, my choice that fateful day forever haunted me. What if I had run off with the stone, and used its powers to rescue you, as I had always intended? What adventures might we have shared? I sunk into the depths of despair, and felt myself a wretch for doing so. For by what right do I pity myself, when it was I who consigned you to far more cruel and tragic a fate? Whatever pain, whatever loss I knew is as nothing compared to what you suffered, what you still suffer. Abandoned by your only friend, cast adrift in a cold, dark void until the end of time. Yes, no doubt you are still out there beyond the rift, cursing my name to this very day. That's not true, Neilbert! I'm right here! And yet, even if you despise me with every fiber of your being, even still, I would give anything to see you just one last time. You could curse me, revile me, rain fists and magics down upon me. It would all be worth it, just for the chance to say, I am sorry. Stop it, Neilbert! Please, stop saying those things. Even after you had your mind, your heart, your very humanity ripped from you, still after for all these years you kept searching for me. How could I ever hate my best friend? Don't you see, old friend? It was Lucia here who brought me back to this world, but it was you who guided her to me. You have suffered long enough, my friend. I can take care of myself now. You need to worry about me no longer. So please, rest peacefully. Man, that was a lot more. That felt sadder than the other crazy, one. But damn to the boy's words and actually get through to him. Now you almost want to believe it, huh? It's over. At last. You don't need to explain it to me. I know that Neilbert we saw. I know that Neilbert we saw was just a memory, a reflection from the crystal. That my friend truly passed years and years ago. And yet, even if those words will never reach Neilbert, simply saying them aloud gave me a measure of peace. I have no regrets today. But we should be getting back to town before any more Sin Eaters take notice of us, yes? I'll say, after that battle I could use a rest. I reckon Lucia here could as well. Shall we head back to Mortsug? Yep. Let's go. Hey, Tanner. How you feeling? We did what we had to do. I have no regrets. Awesome. Well, if it isn't the woman of the hour! I'm happy to report that tales of our triumph are already spreading across town like wildfire. Word has it the merchants are so grateful that they intend to sweeten the bounty with a generous personal reward. Really? My friends, I have no words to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, Neilbert has found peace, and I can finally close the book on this chapter of my past. Every day, I thank the gods for having brought us together. That's very awfully sweet of you. Feelings mutual, lad. To be honest, I wasn't sure what to expect when you popped out of that hole, but it's been a pleasure having you at our side. Yep, phrasing is a thing though, Cerigg. So, tell me, now that you've made your peace with your past, what do you plan to do with your future? You and Lucia have trained me well, and I'm confident that I can hold my own on the battlefield. Perhaps I will travel the land and see if I might use my abilities to help those in need. Hey, that's admirable. If I didn't know it better, I'd think those were the words of someone twice your age. If that's truly your intention, then I have something of a plan. Twice your age? You'd say like 200 years old? First, I'll need Lucia here's permission. It's just a thought I had, but let's say we give the lion's share of the bounty to Tanner here. I reckon he needs it more than we do, and besides, we couldn't have won the battle without him. That's true. Those black holes would have just kept on stacking, of course. You owe me one. No, but of course. I don't have any qualms with this. I knew you'd feel the same. There's the least we can do to help the boy forge a path and a future for himself. My friends, I could never take advantage of your kindness like that. Think nothing of it. It's not easy for a boy your age to make his way in the world, and this is the least we can do. Think of it as a parting gift from your brother and sister in arms. Yeah. Thank you, Cerigg. Thank you, Lucia. As long as I live, I will never forget your generosity. Finally, I have one last proposal for you, if you're keen to hear it. There's this bounty hunter I know. He can hold his own with a bow, but he's always thought he could take on bigger marks if he had a skilled mage at his side. You're looking for a partner, that is. Cerigg? You cannot possibly mean... I see where this is going. Of course I'm saying it. So, what will it be? Yes. Yes! 1,000 times yes! Why? Nothing would make me happier. Now I suppose that settles it. Welcome aboard, lad. I've got a feeling that this is only the beginning of a rewarding relationship. And on that note, I do believe my new partner and I are off to the Crystarium to find ourselves a new mark. If it's not too much to ask, why don't you join us there? I still owe you your share of the bounty. I reckon it'd be a good place to say our proper farewells. Yeah, I'd say so as well. Meet you there. Hey, Tanner. Hey, Cerigg. What's up? The path ahead will not be an easy one, but there is one thing I know. Where I once feared the future, now I welcome it. That's a spirit. Cerigg? Lucia. Glad you could join us. Tanner and I just arrived a short while ago ourselves. Boy's keen on starting his new life as a bounty hunter, to say the least. He's got no end of questions, that one. There's only so much I can teach him. The rest he'll have to learn from experience. And so, I intend to do what I can to show him the world. And keep him safe. So don't worry about us. Between my bow and his magics, I reckon we'll be able to hold our own out there. That said, should we ever find ourselves on the trail of a particularly nasty foe, I hope you'd not be averse to lending us your strength once more. Yes, somehow I have a feeling it won't take another 100 years for our paths to cross again. Until then, friend, stay sheltered in the shade. Dang. Man. Tanner? Each day I endeavor to repay my debt to Cerigg as best I can. Preparing our meals, managing our funds, studying my magic. It tells me I work too hard, but as I always tell him, I have 100 years of my life to make up for. Hey, that's a way to think. Burn out real quick though, but that's a way to think. For a boy his age, Tanner's got a good head on his shoulders. Why, he's already tightened our finances considerably. Mostly by cutting back on my liquor budget. Good. Stop freaking shrinking around minors. It's not a good influence. I'll just slap you.